was a time, and it was just a minute ago if you reckon the age of old planet Earth in billions of years, when the greatest works of man were monuments to the vanity of kings. But there was one thing about these old birds. They could build for themselves. At least their construction chiefs could. These empire makers built aqueducts, temples, and later on cathedrals. But they took a long time on the job, sometimes centuries. And oftener than not, these works were violently unbuilt in short order, like the Parthenon, which was used as a powder magazine by the Turks in 1687. It was blown up by a single Venetian cannonball. So historically, the builder's lot was not always a happy one. Yet building has always been the one indomitable urge of our species, a deeper instinct even than fighting. Knock man down, destroy his handiwork, and he clears away the mess and builds again. Usually better. Very little in the spirit of man has changed, but his methods have. The builder of today now has tools and techniques and materials that would thrill Archimedes and Pericles to their marrow if they could but reactivate their bones. The modern builder raises towers that would send the crew on the Babel job scurrying back to their idols for instructions. His furnaces out-yield Vesuvius. His dynamos generate more power than lightning, day in, day out, and under perfect control. He builds sometimes, it seems, in a fever. Yet, when we refer to the builder as he, we are forced to be abstract and anonymous, because not every plain Joe can build. You have to have the skills to be a builder. to be willing to travel too, because the job could be any place in the world, in any climate. In all seasons. It takes a heap of coordination to build a skyscraper, a church, or a modern highway. The trained force that is brought together on a great building project by the successful bidder is like nothing so much as an army. A highly trained army. And an army needs a general. Well, in construction, there is indeed a general. General contractor.
Do you think we can get this bay cleaned out here tonight? Oh, I'm sure we can. Good going, boy.
He's a man you may never have met, but he figures in your life in 1,000 ways, directly and indirectly. You ride over his freeways, or on his monorail. Pay tolls on his bridges. Ride through his tunnels. Buy in his shopping centers. Take the kids to his playgrounds. You're sheltered by his breakwaters. Go to work in his office buildings and factories. You enjoy the security of the defense installations he builds that house the weapons that protect not only this country, but the entire free world. You study in his schools, swim in his pools, watch movies in his theaters, cheer in his stadiums, bowl in his alleys. You take off from his airstrips, ship goods and raw materials from his automated docks, and see friends off or get seen off yourself from his wharfs and piers. Today, construction is the largest American industry. 15 out of every 100 of you, directly or indirectly, work construction. The construction industry is by far the largest user of materials, including steel, aluminum, glass, cement, wood. Oh, the construction industry is big. Big in the best sense of that word. But having been shown all this, you may properly ask, What kind of men are these general contractors? Well, there are thousands of them in the country. They are decision makers, organizers of men, equipment, materials. On small jobs, on big jobs. From crude methods around the dawn of the 20th century, from the early pipelining, the wheelbarrow, the portable steam power plants, from these ancestors of modern construction, in so few years to this. Where and how does the general fit in all this?